What is up, everybody? Packmaster here, and today is going to be the day where I talk about the new unit, Ravenna, I think. Yeah, Ravenna, for Brave Frontier in February of this year, obviously, but February 12th, 7 o'clock server time to February 19th. Remember, this is all I saw from the wiki, is what I saw from another wiki, the original global wiki. Link in the description, and as you can see down below in this little corner here, you're going to see the 5-star, 6-star, and 7-star forms of Ravenna. So, without further ado, let's get into the 5-star unit's stats in particular. So, obviously, she has, what is it? 3,000, oh no, we're going to go from the Lord's stats. She has 4,700 HP, 1,900 attack, 1,500 defense, 1,600 recovery, and Anima's stats are actually pretty good with the HP. Again, Breaker is probably the best way if you want a solid attacking type for this person, which is probably the best way to go due to her leader skill later on. So, with that. With her 6-star, 6-star and 7-star, you really want to have her as Breaker or Anima. Now, the reason I say Breaker is because later on you get more and more attack boosts, so there's that. Then we see this. The leader skill called Klutz negates critical hits from foes. A very simple but effective leader skill, especially if you're fighting units that are based on crit, like Maxwell, SGX, and Yuta. Because Yuta has, I think, the highest crit in the game right now. I'm not sure if that got broken, but he has like 4,500% boost to crit, which is absolutely insane. But you can see she has a 5 combo powerful thunder attack on a single foe. Kind of like Fama, where he hits one enemy, and kind of like Mifune, where he hits one unit, but he hits another unit too, which is kind of strange. And probable poison and paralysis effects. 60% chance to inflict the aforementioned statuses. Now, I think it's poison, paralysis, and something else that are like the best in the game. But what we're going to see in the future is that she gets more times to inflict these statuses and much, much more. Ugh. Now, these are her 6-star stats. The 6-star, I think, is all right in terms of stats, because you got, I forgot to cover the imp boosts. Well, in her 5-star, you get 500, 200, 200, 200, and 6-star, you get 750, 300, 300, 300. I know her health is gonna go above like a regular amount, kind of similar to Mifune's attack and his imp boosts, where he goes to, I think, like 1,380, which is absolutely freaking crazy, because again, you don't really expect Mifune to have that much attack. So there's that. Then what is it? Yeah, Lord HP is almost 6,000. Attack 2,400. Defense 1,900. Recovery is 2,000, which is actually pretty good, given the fact that she has no benefit. Well, she doesn't have a benefit yet from recovery, but I don't think she does get a benefit from recovery, but having a decent recovery rate, like having a decent number, like 2,000, 2,300, I think Oracle, again, is probably the worst to get, because, the reason I'm not saying Lord is the worst is because obviously they have the same stats, but up until defense and rec, that's where everything's changed. But she has no use for rec, and the best, I think, would be Anima, Breaker, Lord, Guardian, Oracle. That's what I think. So, well, that's what I think right now, but this could get changed because these aren't actually official. Now, if I can't find the original place where I found this, you're just gonna have to go along with what I say, because We don't know for sure if these are 100% legitimately confirmed, but we see them on. I've seen them on the wiki. I've seen them on much more. Like, I've just went around and started looking up stuff. Nobody has done something like this yet, which is pretty good. I have to actually refresh YouTube to make sure that no one's done this yet, because I had to actually re-record this part. So, that's also another reason why I'm so out of breath all the time, is because I've recorded this like 3 times. Okay, good. Still, nobody's taken this yet. Not yet. It's probably gonna get taken anyways, but who cares? I already went over stats. So, SBB. Now, obviously, this is kind of a bit small. I apologize. I was trying to fit every little word on there, but I'll read it out to you nice and slow. So, her leader skill is called Markswoman Aura, and it does a large boost to attack relative to amount of depleted or lost HP, which is kind of like Hadaron in the sense where you get more HP, where you get more attack for more health you lose, which maxes out at 200, I think. Which maxes, it's right there. So it maxes out at 200. It's 75% base plus 12.5 per 1% of HP loss. It's actually pretty good, because every 2% of HP lost, you get 25%, and every 4% you get 50. And even though it caps out at 200, which is kind of a low limit, but it's still pretty good. And again, she has the for both her Brave Burst and SBB, BB and SBB, she has a 5 combo powerful thunder attack on a single foe, and except with the thing on her SBB being consecutive uses boosts the damage, and for her BB, she BB, she can do poison and paralysis effects, and boost BB gauge of all allies by 10 BC. And she has a 70% chance to inflict poison and paralysis. And her BB, again, it fills her own BB gauge to max, which gets you that extra step up there to being able to max out her, being able to get that SBB back up and running, especially when you have a team like that has Lauda in it, because Lauda has that, I think it's like BC on hit or BB on hit, but whatever it is or whoever it is, you still can find a unit that has like a high enough battle crystal generation system, or if you give her Omni Gizmo or any other thing that boosts BC rate, BC drop rate, you're still pretty good. And it's a 150% multiplier per use, 3 times max, and 1,250% multiplier in total. So I don't know what any of those numbers mean, but they're there. Take into interpretation however you feel like it. And now her BC is quite strange, because you have BB, which is 22 for all 3 levels, 5-star, 6-star, and 7-star. SBB for 6-star and 7-star, and the UBB for the 7-star, which are 22, 33, and 25. Now, what I find is funny is that I know there would be a reason why her SBB would be such a high cost, because it fills that BB gauge right up to max. A lot of people were complaining that in the last video that, oh, you don't do your hair. I mean, my hair isn't long, so why would I bother doing it? And obviously, I don't know what drop check means or drop check multiplier, but there are the numbers. As I catch my breath, I'll just let you read those numbers. I mean, those numbers aren't particularly bad, because I have no idea what they mean, but they seem pretty high. So it's like, hey, they look pretty cool. Now again, lamps over there, so that you don't see like a huge ball of light that just like blocks my face, because for some reason the camera I'm using blocks out the light. Well, it takes the light when it's back there, and it like shines it right into the camera, and it like directs it away from my face. Well, it directs focus away from my face and basically makes it like blurry, so I don't want that to happen anymore. So I just moved the lamp, and there's a ball of light over there, but it's not getting in my face. And next is the 7-star leader skill, which it boosts thunder and dark elemental damage by 200%, and well, not 200%. It boosts elemental weakness damage by 200%. Boosts HP, boosts attack relative to depleted HP and negates critical hits. And in this case, it's a 180% boost, or a 180% base, plus a 2% boost per 1% HP lost. So you can have a 380 boost in total. And Unholy Awakening has one of two requirements. You can either have Ravenplume equipped, or you can have Randolph in the same squad. Now, I'm not going to be getting into the unit lore in this video. That might be another video. That might be like some other video, or it might be a blooper in this video. But basically, all it does is 30% boost to all parameters and adds Thunder and Dark element to BB and SBB for 3 turns. Probable resistance against 2 KO attacks. Now, this can be taken into interpretation in many different ways. Does it mean 2 1-hit KO attacks, or does it mean 1 2-hit KO attack? So that's, again, still left up to interpretation. And the stats for this... Move that down. Oh no. What'd I do? I moved something away. Uh-oh. Whoops. I'll get back to the UBB, or if not, I'll just transition it so that you can see it on my screen as I'm seeing it. So, stats, again, are pretty high, considering Anima and Breaker's insane HP for, again, Anima, and attack for Breaker. You know, the attack goes well above 3,400, again, because I think it would be better to get a Breaker because of the attack boost, and because if you have a friend Hatteron, or any other friend that boosts attack, then that's really good. Like, if you can keep Ravenna at 1% for, obviously it'll bring that down a little bit, but if you can bring her at 1% and just keep her there, that's pretty good. So 7,000 HP for Anima. Again, you have 1,100 for HPMs, 440 for attack, defense, and recovery. And apparently what happened was I threw the UBB thing straight down, so sorry about that. Oh yeah, that was the leader skill. So her Brave Burst is something called Spark Barrage, which does a 1 combo powerful thunder attack on all foes, which is kind of strange because that's kind of like Mifune's SBB or UBB, or yeah, because it just does 1 hit. So again, and it does additional attack on a single foe, so it kind of does like everybody, then it singles out 1 person. So you don't want to be on the receiving end of that. And poison and paralysis effect, 80% chance to inflict that, and boosts BB gauge by 12 BC. That is pretty good, because that is 2 more than Zelnite. So we might not see the Zelnite meta anymore, especially since Zelnite, we might actually see more Zelnite usage, because she's a thunder unit and Zelnite's an earth unit, and he can counter Ravenna pretty easily. Next, obviously I'm just moving this stuff around so you can see it better. Her SBB is something called Volt Ray. Now it's a 1 combo powerful thunder attack on a single foe, and consecutive usage boosts the damage. And it fills its own BB to max, which is pretty good, again, for this unit, because then you can just charge that up and get another hit off with Volt Ray, and you can keep using it because it fills the BB gauge up to max. So, and I know it fills the BB gauge up to max, but I'm saying if you have units or things or items for that fact that can boost that up just automatically to the SBB gauge, then you're pretty much set. Then it boosts own spark damage for 2 turns. That's what I was talking about for spark. And lowers own defense and rec by 30%. Not good if you're fighting against very powerful units in attack. So, like, let's say you're trying to fight a Mifune. This is not going to be good. And also, if you can get that paralysis off on Mifune, that's pretty good. But if your defense is lowered and you have like someone else that boosts defense or gives you an Angel Idol buff, like if you have a boosted defense or an angel idol, so what happens is Mifune can hit you, and then someone else can come in and hit you, and your buff resets, and then that's gone. Then they can come back in and hit you again, and then that's that. But it's only for one turn, but it's still kind of bad to lower your own stats just for the benefit of filling your BB gauge to max and boosting your spark damage. I mean, I see why that would kind of be like that. So it, like no one's more overpowered than the next person, but that's kind of that's not really that great. And 250% multiplier for each use, and a 3 times max with a 2030 multiplier in total, and a 200% boost to own spark damage. Now, that's also pretty good. So, while I figure out... Hang on, I got an idea. We'll just add another image here so I can show you all. UBB. There we go. Okay, so... blocks my face hole. Okay, so I need to talk about this. Okay, there. Her ultimate is Land Waster, and I think it's like something about her name literally meaning in some other language Land Waster, or some other terms it means Land Waster. It's not Ravenna, but it's the before that. So I'll go over the unit names in a second, but obviously it's a one massive Thunder Dark attack on a single foe, which is pretty good because you get those 2 elements, which are pretty much which are really used because you have Rize Mifune, and when the arena batch starts to get a bit more steam and global, you get Zeku, I think, or Jeku, or whatever his name is. Again, I haven't played the Japanese Brave Frontier in quite a while. And what is that? Enormously boosts critical and spark damage for 1 turn. I think with I think for an Omni, you should have that be like a 2-turn thing. And I'm not saying she has an Omni, but it also lowers her defense and rec by 50% for 2 turns. It's a 400% boost to crit and a 300% boost to spark. UBB, not worth it in my opinion, because lowering your defense and rec by 50, again, if you're fighting really strong units or units that have really powerful attacks, no matter how high your HP is and how well you play your cards by using the certain buffs, you're still going to get fucked up by using that lowering defense and rec by 50% or 30% for the SBB, as previously mentioned. So, okay, that's all that. So, I'm going to quickly go over, because I don't have all these things screenshotted, sadly, but I'm going to go over her, her evolution units, because I'm pretty sure everyone wants to know that. More boring stuff to keep the video up. So, obviously, to get her from 5-star to 6-star, you need 1 Miracle Totem, 2 Thunder Totems, Dragon Mimic, and a Thunderbulb. And to get her from 6-star to 7-star, you need a Mecha God, Miracle Totem, Miracle Bulb, Metal Mimic, and Thunderbulb. And for 5-star to 6-star, you need 50k Zell. And from 6-star to 7-star, you need 1,500k. So, there's that. And also, time to go over naming. So, obviously, it's 5-star is Ravenna, 6-star is Star-Crossed Ravenna, and 7-star is, oh god, see if I can pronounce this, Landathan Ravenna. So, I think there's also something that, yeah, Landathan is a reference to the Raven banner held by King Harold so-and-so of Norway. It means waster of land. So, as you can tell, her UBB is land waster and waster of land. So there's that. So that being said, guys, I mean, I don't really know how I feel about this unit yet. Maybe when she comes out to global, and maybe if we figure out that she has a specific vortex, like Haido did, or a certain other vortex, or some other type of mission or quest or something that gives you more insight as to what actually happens between Ravenna and Randolph, because in the lore it mentions somewhere in there that Ravenna was like cornered by a pack of wolves. She screamed, Randolph came, killed the wolves, and they both went off on their merry way. Blah blah blah. I don't know the lore, because I just kind of want to make this video because it seems exciting. So with that being said, I really don't know what else there is to talk about. As far as I know, she's not out in any other server yet, but what I can kind of expect is, well, what I'm kind of seeing in the future is that she's probably going to be global exclusive, because I don't think Randolph is global. I think, someone correct me in the comments down below if Randolph is in the European server, because I think he's just in the European server, or if this unit's even a European unit and we're everyone in global and Japan aren't going to get it. Well, then we're out of luck. So now again, this is solely based off of some things I got from the wiki. It's unconfirmed. It's confirmed for the fact that she is a unit, but it's unconfirmed for the fact that we're going to get her in global in Japan. Now, sorry that I was looking now for a few seconds. I'm trying to figure out if they updated the wiki. No, they haven't. So, good. I'll post the link to the 5-star, 6-star, and 7-star, but just the 5-star down in the description down below. So it'll be like the first thing down there. It'll say like the unit and that. If I remember to do it, I might need to write that down somewhere. But it might seem that we're going to get her in global. It might be something like, oh, you get her in global and that's pretty much it. You just have to get the Raven Plume, because or you have to have Randolph from 2016 or 2015's special event with the whole Valentine's Day thing. So with that being said, guys, leave a comment down below saying how you feel about this particular unit. And she's a Thunder unit also, so if you couldn't tell that before, she's a Thunder unit. So with that being said, my expectations, she seems like a pretty good unit. She seems like a pretty niche unit, like specifically for Flash of Lightning without the light units. Like if it was a Thunder Dark Frontier Gate, then I'd see a reason for more usage for her. But other than her being used for Arena, Coliseum, and sometimes Frontier Gate, if you have a dual Thunder Dark team, then that's all I pretty much see, because she's a very, very specialized unit. Like she goes for more dual type teams than just running a mono team, because I know while the Thunder Dark type attack, Thunder and Dark Element 2 attack for 2 turns, and the leader skill go hand in hand. But what I'm saying is, like, if that wears off and you don't have enough time to rebuild that back up, who are you going to rely on? So there's that. And with that being said, guys, I think she's going to become a very good unit, really, really dependent. And my thoughts on an Omni, it might wind up happening, because you can't, like, I hate to say it, but whenever Gumi just puts out like one of these units, like, oh yeah, we'll just throw out this summon unit and we'll just like never give them an Omni Evo, Cephia Kikori. So with that being said, oh my lord. So with that being said, guys, Packmaster here. I really don't have much else to say, but again, try to keep your eyes peeled for this particular unit, because again, could become a very good unit, could be a very bad unit. Really does depend on who you are and what you use. So that being said, guys, see you on the next video. I forgot my outro again. And also we're gonna push I'm saying this at the end of the video like an idiot, or if I haven't said this at the beginning already, but we're pushing back the videos to about 7. We're gonna say 7 to keep the bets safe, because again, these videos are pretty freaking late. They're late in the fact that it's way past the original upload time. So I'm gonna update the about section, say it's about 7 o'clock or so. And if that doesn't work, well, I'm just gonna upload whenever I feel like it. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, like said in there. The days won't change, but yeah, days will not change, but the time might. So that being said, guys, see you on the next video.